Up to this point, nearly every serious conversation surrounding the Pocket 4 Pro has been driven by rear-facing leaks, dimly lit angles, exaggerated shadows, prominent cooling vents, and an overall silhouette that strongly suggested a no-compromise professional upgrade, instantly cementing the belief that this next-generation handheld gimbal camera would be significantly larger, heavier, and far less pocket-friendly than any previous model. But now that a clear and more revealing front-facing image has surfaced, that long-standing assumption begins to unravel in a surprisingly compelling way. Because from the front, the Pocket 4 Pro simply does not appear as oversized or intimidating as many longtime DJI watches expected. The grip still looks refined, ergonomic, and relatively slim rather than transforming into a bulky, DSLR-style handle. The lower body proportions feel balanced, familiar, and intentionally compact, and while earlier leaks already hinted that the main handle section was not dramatically thicker, the real shift in perception happens the moment your eyes travel upward toward the gimbal assembly, where the design narrative becomes far more layered and nuanced. Because from the back the camera head looked dense, chunky, and aggressively pro-oriented, yet from the front it suddenly appears restrained, clean, and almost understated, which naturally raises questions about what is truly happening with the Pocket 4 Pro's physical dimensions, weight distribution, and internal architecture. And the first explanation, one that often gets ignored in leak-driven speculation, is the powerful role of perspective, lens choice, lighting direction, and image compression, all of which can radically alter how thickness, depth, and overall size are perceived, as flatter lighting and lower contrast tend to soften edges and visually compress volume, while sharper lighting, stronger shadows, and higher contrast exaggerate contours and make the exact same hardware feel heavier, thicker, and more industrial, meaning inconsistencies across leaked images almost never signal an actual design change and instead reflect how the capture method itself manipulates perception. The second and more technically interesting factor appears to be where DJI has chosen to place the added bulk, because rather than widening the body or thickening the grip, the additional mass seems concentrated almost entirely around the gimbal head and upper camera housing, exactly where advanced optics, stacked sensors, improved stabilization motors, enhanced cooling systems, and expanded processing hardware would logically need more space, and by stacking camera components vertically instead of spreading them horizontally, DJI increases depth and height in the gimbal assembly without inflating the overall width, which explains why the Pocket 4 Pro looks surprisingly controlled and narrow from the front yet clearly more substantial when viewed from the side or rear, resulting in a design that feels compact at first glance but reveals its professional complexity from other angles. And the third possibility, perhaps the most deliberate and strategic, is that DJI may be intentionally masking the Pro identity in plain sight, because from a usability and market positioning standpoint, DJI does not want the Pocket 4 Pro to feel intimidating, heavy, or awkward for everyday creators. Instead, they want it to move, balance, and handle like a true pocket gimbal, even if its internal performance rivals much larger mirrorless or cinema-style setups. So preserving a familiar front-facing appearance while allowing the rear design and internal engineering to handle increased heat dissipation, processing demands, and stabilization loads makes perfect sense, particularly for creators focused on travel vlogging, cinematic B-roll, daily content creation, mobile filmmaking, documentary-style shooting, and one-handed operation. And when all of these factors are considered together, what this newly surfaced image really confirms is not raw size but design intent, because the Pocket 4 Pro does not appear to be chasing aggressive aesthetics or exaggerated proportions. Instead, it seems engineered to quietly push boundaries in stabilization performance, thermal efficiency, sensor capability, low-light shooting, dynamic range, autofocus reliability, subject tracking, color science, and overall video quality, while still preserving the portability and simplicity that made the Pocket series so widely adopted in the first place. And although there is currently little new to add on the confirmed specifications side, with earlier discussions around potential sensor upgrades, improved autofocus algorithms, next-generation active stabilization, better heat management, higher bitrate recording, professional video profiles, and creator-focused software features still standing strong, the visual evidence alone strongly reinforces the idea that DJI is refining rather than reinventing, carefully balancing professional-grade performance with true pocket-sized usability, which is exactly what many creators, vloggers, filmmakers, and solo shooters have been asking for over the years, positioning the Pocket 4 Pro as one of the most intriguing upcoming compact cameras for anyone who wants maximum capability in the smallest possible form factor. And until more concrete leaks, official images, or launch details emerge, this single front-facing view subtly but powerfully shifts the conversation away from "how big is it?" toward the far more meaningful question of "how intelligently is that size being used?" A question that offers valuable insight into DJI's broader vision for the future of portable cinematic tools and creator-focused camera design.